What's up? Fresh is our turn, baby.
Skate up, skate up, boots with the bitch out Gucci suit.
Them Gucci suits.
Ain't got no job, but I stay shy.
Well, I started as a DJ, and how I got into production was I started doing remixes on my own, and a lot of cats took a liking to my remixes that I was doing, so I was kind of forced into production. Like, and it was, you know, people like, man, you should start doing beats, you should start doing that. So it grew to that. But I mean, even right now, I'm still a DJ. That's what I do. You know, I would say I'm a DJ before a producer.
You know, I heard you mention Mantronics as a huge influence.
Mantronics is definitely one of my mentors, you know what I'm saying? Right. If you listen to a lot of early Mannie Fresh stuff, it sounds like Mantronics, you know, because I thought Mantronics to me was way, way ahead of his time. With his beats, his music style, his bass lines and all that. I was like, man, this dude is way ahead of the game. And I was just like, you know, I just been a Mantronics fan for forever. You know, anything that he did, anything that, you know, had anything to do with Mantronics, I was there. So that's what I grew up on.
You know, your song Stay Fly.
Yeah.
Using a sample like that, can you talk about how that came about?
Well, I mean, at that time, I'm more of whatever I feel. Like, I'm not really gimmicky. If that's how I was feeling that day, that's how that song came out. So the whole way Still Fly came out, I kind of was just singing that song all day in my head before I got to the studio. You know what I'm saying? And even a hook was kind of like real life experiences. You know what I'm saying? I was like, well, how am I living my life or whatever? And that was pretty much, you know, everything that I've been through, like everything that was on that hook or whatever from, and I'm thinking that's America, that's everybody in the world, like, you know what I'm saying? I got a quarter tank of gas in my E-Class, you know, but it's cool. I'm still gonna ride, I'm gonna go out, you know what I'm saying? I'll spend it all to the end, but I'm gonna look good. That's just what we do, you know what I'm saying?
You know, back in the day, around when Cash Money was at its height, you know, people were criticizing y'all for being like too commercial stuff, but you were doing innovative things. You know, that
and on top of that, I don't think, you know, like, if you don't have longevity and you wasn't here, then you wasn't good enough to me, you know what I'm saying? So even the people that criticize Cash Money or whatever for whatever it stood for or whatever, to me it was education to a lot of cats. You got a lot of people start getting their money after Cash Money started. After Cash Money came out, it was just like, oh, like wow, this is a real business. Like, these dudes is really about getting their money. And on top of that, they really about, you know, speaking what they feel. And on top of that, I would say when Cash Money came out, rap still had variety. You still had, you know, the good, the bad, and the bling. You know what I'm saying?
So, like, do you guys have, like, discussions about that? Like, you know, just even when you guys started rapping as big timers, where you like, you know, we're not like the greatest rappers, but we're still making music, like,
I mean, to us, when we was doing those songs, it was from the soul, you know? It wasn't, and to me, hip-hop is really that. Hip-hop is not always the greatest rapper, the dopest rapper. It's the dude who gonna tell you the information on what you want to know. Like, okay, if you could say it, you would say it exactly how I said it. I had big dreams, and the power of words is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Because that started out with big dreams of like, man, if I could have it like this, I'm going to put it down on paper and I'm going to say it. If I could do it, if this is my attitude or whatever. And I think so many people are scared to say what they really feel. They want to be careful about like, oh, I'm not going to say that. I ain't going to say nothing about, you know, like having a candy-coated helicopter. Like, that's way out my reach. I feel like everything is in my reach. Everything is in my grasp. If I say it, then I want it. I could get it.
Right. And not for nothing, you had a lot of great lines. I think it was complex for Double XL that put together a list of your funniest lines.
Yeah.
You peeped that?
Yeah, I peeped it out. I mean, I think that was, you know, somebody else's. There was good lines, but I think I've had lines that was crazier than that.
What's some of your favorite lines?
What's some of my favorite lines?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. I don't even think I wrote them yet. Like, because, dude, I do this all day, every day. I just think of lines or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They had some nice creative things or whatever, but I don't know. Because I listen to songs that I've done and laugh myself sometimes. Well, you know what I'm saying? When I'm just riding in my car and I'm like, wow, I can't believe I said that. That shit is crazy.
Are you doing anything different in terms of style, technique from back in the Cash Money era?
Yeah, music change. You know, you kind of got to go with it. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I want to stay, you know, on my roots, you know, on what I do. I guess to a certain degree, I'm forced to do something different because, to me, a lot of kids from the South sound like Mannie Fresh right now.
Right.
You know, and it's just overcrowded. You know, from snare rolls and all that kind of stuff or whatever. To me, it's just getting to be like, wow, like, come on, man, we creative. Let's do something different. It's time to move on to something else. So, I mean, it feels good to be the originator or something.
Right.
But when everybody's doing it, it's pretty much done. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like bling. If you use the word bling right now, it's like you get looked at crazy.
Right.
You know? Go on. There's a lot of producers I know. They just don't get it no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, producers are kind of like, you know, they tuck them away. You got kids who sell beats online for $200. So, you know, the producers that really do crazy things, you don't get to hear them. Right. We'll sit in the studio, and you know, and if it was so-called super producers, they'll play me tracks, and I'm just blown away. Well, I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? But labels don't want to pay these cats for their creativity.
You know, you started your own record label, Trouble with Records.
Well, it was interpreted that way. It's not really a record label. It's a production, you know, company or whatever.
Okay. And
basically, what Chubby Boy is it's kind of like I try to get young producers and try to turn them on more so a business before beats.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, don't sell your soul and don't sell your beat for $200. This is more of education.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we do take the time out to help out artists that, you know, that's okay, is a struggling artist, but he hot. Like, come on, man, we got you. So, you know, that's what we do.
What's the status with the Hot Boys album? I mean, I know you said you're open to it.
Yeah,
earlier.
I'm open to it, but it's more so. That's more so of a business thing too. Mm-hmm. It ain't that nobody don't want to do it. We just want the business straight. If the business straight, it can start right here, right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's all on business. You know what I'm saying? Wow, what's up? This is Mannie Fresh, and you watching iStandard Producers. You heard me?